Jose up front, please. Jose right up front. On the right, Jose, right here. Kristen, those eyes right here. Right up, big smile.
Straight ahead of you.
Kristen, look up, Kristen.
One more smile, Kristen, right here.
Kristen.
Right up front. Right up front.
Look up, Emilia.
Right here. That big
please.
smile, Amelia.
One time on the right.
Emilia, one second.
That smile right here, Amelia. Beautiful. Big smile. Amy, give us those eyes on the right. To the right. Amy, to the right. To the right.
Mindy, right here on the right.
Mindy, the front of that dress. For us on the right. Mindy, right up front here.
Mindy looking up.
That big smile, Mindy.
And look at your face. Mindy, right
James right up front. James right up front. One more for us on the right. James right here.
Look up, thank you.
Kristen on the right. For us on the right.
Kristen, own it right here. Own it.
Tracy right here.
Tracy.
Tracy to your right.
Tracy, can you
look
look
at that
this
dress
way?
on your right. Right up front.
Let me see the front.
To see this through the eyes of photographers and not some Alana, statistics around and be over here. I mean, I'm not saying it. The photographer.
Here we go. Everybody right here for Michael, right here.
Okay, everyone looking right back here.
Right here for this camera.
Omar, straight ahead. Omar,
Yeah, always.
You know, I was just people are going down. Towards you.
Yeah, we took pictures of the two of them and no more to Amy.
Well, you can't deal with any issue until you know it exists. And I am so grateful to photographers and artists that are being profiled tonight who are actually bringing photographic evidence of the suffering we're not seeing every day. It's easy to forget about an issue when you don't see it day to day. And when I see images like these photographers are bringing home, I have no choice but to get involved and do what I can, even if that's just talking about it and letting other people know where there are more refugees now than there have been in many, many, many years. I mean, there's 60 million people forced from their homes, and half of them are women and children. And to me, that's unacceptable. And I think that this not just sheds a light on the problem, but it starts the conversation about solutions, about how to integrate these people and where they can go. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And we have one planet Earth, and if we need to make this a global community that works together to help these people.
It's giving people an opportunity to see a really human side of a really incredibly global crisis that we're dealing with right now, and that's really coming into the forefront of people's attention. And to be able to see such a personal view of that and such a real kind of affecting point of view, from taking it from like a newspaper headline into seeing people's lives, something that we can relate to. I think it's a beautiful way of giving it the attention it deserves. I think that what it should do is it should take it away from just simply being a statistic and start becoming a real story. So suddenly we're seeing them as someone who could be our friend or a cousin or a relative, because it's just a simple requirement, having a home.
Because I think everyone's heard a lot about what's happening with refugees, but it's so great to bring attention to sort of like their everyday human experience and to realize that these are people existing in the world very much like us and really wanting the best for their families and wanting the best for their children. Well, I hope that people will, not just the people who come tonight, but it will encourage people to come and see the exhibit, encourage people to kind of do what they can in their way. You know, everybody has something different to offer, be it something very small or a very large contribution. But it really, you know, if we help one person, you know, you do what you can. You help one person, you help everybody in a way.
I feel like people only understand it in political terms and in terms of people, what it means for the country to have refugees come to the country. But we don't really see a face of refugees, and I am so excited for an exhibit of this. First of all, photography as a medium is incredibly powerful, and when we can see people from every different continent who are going through this, I think it kind of humanizes them. Especially being Indian, to see people who bear passing resemblance to me in these kind of unimaginable situations is very eye-opening for me.
I think it's important right now for the UNHCR, that's the UN Refugee Agency, to bring humanity back to everyone in terms of really who refugees are, and that they're just regular people who find themselves in extraordinary situations and having to flee for their lives from their home. And I think that photographs are such a powerful way to do that.
Just for us right here.
Kind of separating it from a story in the newspaper where you're just reading statistics and it seems overwhelming. You know, it's better to be able to connect through the eyes, and some incredible photographers have you know, donated their work so that we can see the refugees, you know, just as people.